I was just not getting like my pee-pee on them, you know?
Just like, hey, it's a sin. You shouldn't do it. It's in the Bible. It's a sin.
After you came out, did you had any person who stopped talking to you?
I dated women until I was 21, really. I'm like, oh my God, well, my coming out story just got really graphic.
Like, I knew I was gay when I was 5. Welcome guys, my name is Art and today we have another coming out story. I'm here with my friend
Sean.
He's gay and he's also lawyer. So I would love to learn how does he feel about coming out in America? How does he do it, his work as he's a lawyer, if it affects him or no. Please make sure to stick till the end and definitely subscribe to this channel if you didn't. Also smash the like button before you start, because if you didn't do this, I will come after you. Also, if you want to find Sean, I'm gonna leave his Instagram link in the description. So Sean, how old are you?
I am 26.
So you're 26 years. Wait, what's your zodiac sign?
I am a Taurus.
Oh, that's good. We can be friends. Yeah, that's good. We can be friends. Where are you from and when did you came out?
So I am from New Jersey, Old Bridge, New Jersey, and I came out really late. I came out at the age of, I think I was 22.
What was your, like, the coming out story? Did you just came home and you said, hey, I'm gay?
So I would say that it took so long because it was a lack of self-awareness. I literally didn't even realize in myself. I just kind of saw attractive men and thought nothing of it. Like, I just was so like taught to be, you know, attracted to girls. That's kind of how society is. So it took it took till probably I was about 18 to kind of like realize what was happening inside my own head. 18 was when I started to like put two and two together that like, this might not be normal. Like, I dated women until I was 21, really. I started dating men when I was 22. The first people I told together, I told my best friend of like 20 years and my sister at the same time. I figured it'd be the easiest to get those two out of the way. And then it was, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. They were, I mean, it helps that my friend was gay, so that helps. And then my sister is like super progressive. Like, I knew she'd be fine with it, and she was more than fine with it. Next was my parents, just because I feel like I owed that to them. I mean, and they took it fine. Like, I never thought that they wouldn't take it okay. I just wanted to get the first dry run out of the way with my sister and my best friend. But I also did go to Catholic school when I was a kid. I went to Catholic school from preschool up until 3rd grade. So it was kind of like at a young age, they kind of instilled it upon you that like, hey, like that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. And I don't know if it was an active conscious thought or a subconscious thing or what.
So I never went to Catholic school. I was in church like a couple times in my life. So I'm very curious, and I've had this conversation before with my friend. Do they tell you something about the gay people in Catholic school? And if yes, what do they tell you? Like how it looks like?
So they don't go into detail. They just are very, very like shallow level, just like, hey, it's a sin. You shouldn't do it. It's in the Bible. It's a sin. I've yet to see it in the Bible, but
You didn't see it in the Bible?
I mean, I haven't read the entire Bible, but but yeah, I haven't seen it.
And it's from what age usually? Like when did they start telling you this?
I was probably in 3rd grade. That was probably my last year in Catholic school. So what would that be, like 8 years old? Which is kind of young to be telling an 8-year-old about that. But
no, it's interesting that a lot of people who are conservative, they think that, you know, there's a lot of controversy now that they don't want their kids to teach things like this. But now when they're actually teaching them what they want, they're like, okay, let's tell you at 8 years old that if you're gonna do this, you're a loser, you know, like, which is fucked up to kids.
Who are you to be telling an 8-year-old not to do that? That's so fucked up.
You did not kiss a guy till you were 22.
I was 22, yeah. It was my first boyfriend.
You dated girls.
Yeah.
So what was it like date a girl, like, because like for example for me, when I dated a girl, I could only date one girl, and like I was just not getting like my pee-pee on them. You know what I mean? Like I was just not getting horny. How did you do it for so long? And the second question right away, maybe way too intimate, but like even when I dated a girl, I was doing things on the guys. You know what I mean? Masturbation on the guys. Like, did you do like I jerked off on the guys? Okay. You know what I mean? Even when I dated a girl, how was it for you? Like these two questions.
So yeah, I'll answer the first part first. So I would say to answer the first question would be I dated them for so long because I just kind of like tried to convince myself that that was okay. Girls are definitely more high maintenance than guys, I have found, which made it a little bit harder. The answer to the second question was I probably didn't start like watching guys in like videos and stuff till I was like 20. Like I just was that like suppressed in terms of just, I feel like it was a lack of self-realization too. It's just, you know, I just didn't realize that that was what I wanted.
Because I just trying to understand the part of brain, like you just tell yourself that you really love her or you really want her, and then you magically can get horny.
You know, the girls that I dated, I didn't hate them. I did.
I didn't hate my girl too.
Yeah. So like you still love them, and it probably came from more of a place of love than lust. You know, like I wasn't super sexually into them, but like I did love them. So like I think that probably helped.
After you came out, what was the story of your first kiss? How did it happen?
This was an interesting story only because of how it ended. So, so we had gotten back from dinner. It was on the side yard of my house. My house is on a corner, and it was on the side yard of my house. And it was like 10 o'clock at night. It was really late. I thought nobody would see it. Nobody knew I was out yet. Like, I didn't tell anybody.
Where was it, New Jersey?
It was in New Jersey at my parents' house, yeah. I mean, I just graduated college like a couple months before. We finally kissed on the side yard. And as this is happening, we started like making out a little bit. As this is happening, my neighbors are driving straight towards us with the headlights on us and see everything. I'm like, oh my God, well, my coming out story just got really graphic. So that was not good.
Wait, and it was before you came out?
Yeah, nobody knew.
And did they tell anyone, or like, did you come out right after it, or when?
I came out probably like 4 days after that. So they didn't tell anybody. They were very good about it. But I eventually had to I had some explaining to do to my neighbors.
And who was the guy you kissed? Like, how did you guys meet?
Oh, so we met on Tinder. We don't really talk anymore. The relationship ended.
So you're gay and you are a lawyer, right? Did you had any problems or issues, or it was pretty straightforward? No one pays attention and you're fine.
Honestly, there's like this notion that law school is like this very like conservative, like bunch of like older white males or lawyers, and that was the case up until probably not that long ago. But my law school was one of the most progressive places I ever went. I went to Albany Law School up in Albany, New York. I had a great 3 years. Everybody around me was super supportive. They're very progressive up there. Upstate New York gets a bad rap as being like this conservative area, but Albany's pretty progressive. In terms of the actual profession now, the job I am at now, the law firm is like all minority owned. There's like the woman who owns the firm is a lesbian. She's awesome. I love her. She's like one of my favorite people in the world. And like one of the other owners of the firm is also gay. I think like half the firm is gay, to be honest.
I grew up from like very, very suppressed society, but you sound like you grew up in a very accepting family. You know, you went to great school. Why do you think it took you so long, not only like come out, but like realize who you are? Like, why do you think? Because it doesn't seem like your family told you go to church every Sunday and pray to not be gay. No. You know what I mean? A lot of people have this kind of why did it take you so long, you think?
I mean, yeah, I almost like feel bad for taking so long because other people actually have real legitimate reasons, and mine is more of just like, I think I wanted to be absolutely sure because I had these feelings, but I was just trying to figure it out for the longest time of like, was I gay? Was I bisexual? What the heck am I? Like, I don't even know. It was more of a waiting game to try and figure it out. I wanted to be 100% positive of what was going on before I announced it to the world. And I really didn't announce it to the world.
You're announcing it now.
Yeah. Now I am, 5 years later. Yeah. But I mean, I never made a post about it. I never like announced it to this large group of people. I just told the people that I cared most about one-on-one, and after that I really didn't care who knew.
After you came out, did you had any person who stopped talking to you?
I don't think I had anybody that dropped me, but I definitely had some people that like took a little while to come back because they just had to accept it for themselves.
Was it girls, boys?
It was, I'm trying to think. Well, one was my grandmother, but she eventually actually became one of my biggest supporters. She just had to digest it for a little while, which is fine. I mean, everybody digests it at their own pace. And then one of my friends who I knew since I was a kid, we stopped talking for like probably a month or two, but he eventually came back around.
What do you think one advice for you to be is coming out? Like, but something practical, not like, oh, just do it wherever you can, you know?
No, I would not say do it wherever you can. That's probably not the greatest advice. I would say do it in a place where you know that you're safe. Don't announce it to the world and then all of a sudden have somebody banging down your door that is like super against it, like if you're in a very, very strict household.
Guys, I really love this story, and I feel like it was a fairy tale in a way, but like from his perspective, I would say that I would expect him to be like out at like 15 years old if I would be grown up. But what it shows to me and what it teaches me that everyone has a different pace, and no matter sometimes, even when you're born like into lesbians family, or take gay guys family. You know, if you're gay or you're straight, it can take you a long time to realize. Everyone has their own pace. You know, like I knew I was gay when I was 5. I didn't even know that it exists, but I knew I was 5. You know, so I did pretend a little bit straight and bisexual for a second. Definitely check out Sean Instagram. Subscribe to this channel. Smash the like button if you didn't. If you have any questions for Sean, leave the comment and he might come back and respond it to you. Thank you so much.
What?
I said thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm probably going to film another video with Sean, so you'll see him soon. Bye. Oh, I like it a lot.